inspection of venues. ज्या जाग्यांचेर आमच्यो नॅशनल गेम्स ज्यो वेगळ्यो वेगळ्यो डिसिप्लिन्स ज्यो जातल्यो त्या संदर्भान गेली 3 दीस आमचे IOA डेलिगेशन इन्स्पेक्शन केल्ले आसात. तांचें ऑब्जर्वेशन कितें आसा, तांचो एक्सपिरियन्स कितें आयिल्लो आसा, दे आर गोइंग टू शेअर विथ यू ऑल. ताच्या पयलूच तदनंतर आमच्यो रिस्पेक्टीव जे डिसिप्लिन्स जे आसात त्या रिस्पेक्टीव डिसिप्लिनाचेर टेक्निकल जे एक्सपर्ट जे आसात तेही येवन ह्या वेन्यूचे एक फॉर्मल किंवा आमचे लिस्ट तयार झाले नंतर तेव्हा इन्स्पेक्शन करतले.
Please, could you share some of your observations? You said you have been inspecting all the venues around, so we would like to know your observations. You said you are very satisfied with the inspection that you have done so far.
Correct. So when I said that we are satisfied with the inspections, there is two parts of it to conduct an event. One is the technical conduct, which is just to have a particular sport or a particular discipline in a venue. The other part becomes the mere background, the mere preparedness of the administration to give it a thrust, to give it a push, and to have the availability of the infrastructure. So when I said we are pretty much satisfied, I mean to say that we are satisfied that the state of Goa is fully prepared, is fully charged up to host the 37 national games. Yes, we are still deep diving into the technical part of it. Like for example, if I can give you, there are certain stadiums or there are certain venues which have been earmarked for different sports and different disciplines. Those sports and those disciplines, the preparedness is satisfactory, that yes, we can have the sport happening here. However, when we go into the technicality of each sport, certain technical requirements, it may be certain equipments, it may be certain arenas, it may be certain infrastructure within the bigger infrastructure that is required, that in the coming days, in the next 1 month or 2 months, we should be fixing whatever is required for a particular sport or for a particular discipline in those arenas. I can take this liberty of having, disclosing a little further to you. Like we have been looking at venues right from the northern side to the southern side of Goa. I would say like from Pedim to Madgaon, to the Shama Prasad Mukherjee Stadium, to the Athletics Stadium, and various many more. So in Fonda, we were planning to host the weightlifting championship in Fonda, or it was being proposed. But we find that it might not be best suitable to have weightlifting in Fonda. We would be having other sports in Fonda, and we would be shifting that particular venue for weightlifting to another venue which we feel is going to be more apt and which would be more easy logistically for that particular sport, because it is a sport which requires a certain area for the competitive part, it requires a certain area for the warm-up part, which has some technicalities in it. It requires a certain amount of concrete base because you're lifting up weights, and when those weights are put down onto the ground or when they're thrown onto the ground, it has an impact onto the ground. So taking into those minute technicalities, we are going to be shifting that venue and creating those venues within the available infrastructure which is here. So when I said satisfactory, I think the state of Goa is fully charged up to host the 37 national games without any doubt.
Thank you.
Is there any major concern that you have at the moment, given that you have visited the venues for the last 3 days?
When you say about major concern, no, there is no major concern per se, but yes, we've had some suggestions. We have had some minor concerns on certain venues, which we have discussed with the delegates of the SAG, with the engineers of the SAG. I would like to compliment them for the work that they have done so far and their understanding about the subject. And we have had interactions with them and deliberations of the past 3 days. And there are a few areas which are requiring attention, and I guess the team of SAG has already started working and has started taking it in the right earnest.
Total how many games? 37, 39 or 42?
Well, that's a good question. At the moment, what I can tell you is that there is 37 for sure. There would be certain games which would be added because as part of the Indian Olympic Association and specifically the Indian Olympic Association, which is led by no one else but a very prominent athlete like P.T. Usha ji, our endeavor is to promote sports and our endeavor is also to promote the domestic and the traditional sports. So we are evaluating and there would be certain additions to the entire National Games program. So we would be amending our charter. We are in the process of having some internal changes to our manuals, which is required. And in times to come, you would know the exact sports disciplines that would be played in 37 national.